Fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D-Rose report. What have I got here? Got about 2 days worth of news. Let's get started. There's been some talk about adding Brie Bella to the AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella Diva match at the TLC pay-per-view. Well, I'm making it into a triple threat, but well, obviously that didn't happen. This could be a sign that officials are going back and forth on what they want the Bella twins to be doing. And are they on each other's side now? I'm confused now. All right, as noted recently, that Bray Wyatt taking on The Undertaker is likely for next year's WrestleMania 31 pay-per-view. Where that came from, but anyway, WWE's been doing some ideas of doing a Wyatt Taker at WrestleMania, but it's still up in the air. It's not a lock yet, but while the match is not confirmed yet, WWE's moving forward with the feeling that they need to set up that match. And this could be why Dean Ambrose, why he went over on Dean Ambrose at TLC the other night. All right, got to make him look like a monster if you're going to be facing Undertaker. And several people pointed out how Paul Heyman, when he was interviewed by Chairs about the previewing the Chairs match, I guess, between Ryback and Kane on TLC pre-show last Sunday, Ryback was over as being dangerous and said Ryback hurts people. That's what Heyman was saying. Heyman also said people don't want to get in the ring with Ryback. He said many fans saw this as Heyman making a reference kind of to CM Punk's recent comments about Ryback. All right, this is kind of odd here. WWE merchandise department has been told that there will be no new Brock Lesnar merchandise coming out after the brand new one that's out now. They were also told that the merchandise was earmarked for Lesnar to produce it for Sheamus now. This is indication maybe that the plan is going to be getting Sheamus pushed while they're expecting Lesnar to kind of leave. But anyway, apparently there's a feeling within WWE Lesnar will be leaving after WrestleMania 31, and he will probably do some MMA one more time in his career. But there's going to be a three-way bidding war. You got WWE bidding, you got Bellator bidding, and you got UFC bidding. WWE noticed the other night on Raw that they have 15,075,000 WWE app downloads and counting. And Mick Foley is just over 2 weeks away from making it a full year that he's worn the Santa Claus theme attire at his shows and stuff. Foley did this to build interest in his I Am Santa Claus documentary. Foley has documented his journey onto Foley's Santa Claus Twitter account if you want to watch that. And the premiere of Rock's Wake Up Call reality show on TNT drew about a little over 500,000 viewers on Friday night. Set for main event is The Miz with Naomi and Kane, which was that tonight? Versus Eric Rowan. Well, anyway, Miz TV is going to have Naomi on it. Then there's going to be a match of Kane versus Eric Rowan, and SmackDown will feature Roman Reigns in action, plus Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, it says. I think some things might have changed, but CM Punk's going to be writing for DC Comics this coming March. Punk will be writing a story for Strange Sports Stories. This is an old revival of a series, I guess, from the 60s and 70s. Chris Jericho noted on Twitter that Friday, Talk is Jericho is going to have Ryback on it. He got hurt the other night, didn't he? And WWE is going to be releasing a new book of the life of the Ultimate Warrior 2015. It's called Ultimate Warrior, A Life Lived Forever, The Legend of a WWE Hero. It's scheduled to be released September 15th. What is today? September. Oh, next year, by the way. And give me some time to save up some money, I guess. And in 1987, the WWF held their second annual Slammy Awards in Atlantic City, New Jersey at Caesar's Palace. This is where the infamous program where Vince McMahon sang "Stand Back." The footage that still haunts many fans to this day. But anyway, I got today's news here coming up. It wasn't that much, but some of the winners that day in '87 was Best Performance by an Animal. George the Animal Steel. Best Woman of the Year, Miss Elizabeth. Pardon me. Should she be nominated sometime or the other for Hall of Fame? I wonder. Anyway, Best Ring Apparel, Harley Race. This was followed by Race's brawling with Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That was representing the award. The rest of the show, Duggan and Race brawled all over the building backstage while Gorilla Monsoon followed the camera crew for providing commentary. Man, now I'm about done. Hogan's Real American Award went to Billy Graham. Jesse the Body's Award went to Rick Rude. Greatest Hit, Hacksaw. Manager of the Year, presenter was Gorilla Monsoon, announcing that the envelope was empty, so there was no winner. Ticking off Bobby Heenan, Mr. Fuji's Slick, Jimmy Hart. They all got bad. Best Personal Hygiene was Nikolai Volkov, Boris Zukov, and Slick. Best Vocal Performance, Song of the Year was no winner, as Seika the Samoan ate the envelope. Crap happens, I guess. A Best Group was One Man Gang. Humanitarian of the Year, Ted DiBiase. The story was that he bought the award, saved everybody money. Best Head, Gene Okerlund and Bam Bam Bigelow. Haku and Tama, Andre the Giant, Hercules, King Kong Bundy, Harley Race, who were all managed by Heenan at the same time, by the way. So that was some of the people from back then. I love it, old stuff. I can't help it. Anyway, Sting. Now, I want you to make a note of this. And don't you forget it. Sting is now being billed as the Vigilante by WWE. In an update, it's a directive that was issued to both announcers and wrestlers referring to Sting as the Vigilante Sting. This directive is mandatory with no exceptions. Vince McMahon, Big Show, R-Truth, Summer Rae, Alicia Fox are currently overseas visiting the U.S. military on a handshake tour. Footage is going to be airing Wednesday on Tribute to the Troops. Tom Phillips noted on tonight's Super SmackDown, well, last night's Super SmackDown, the doctors are evaluating Ryback for concussion-like symptoms after he was attacked by Rusev before Ryback's scheduled match with Seth Rollins. That didn't happen. Phillips promises a update on Ryback in the next few days. And Vicky Guerrero hadn't said that word in a while, but she revealed on Twitter that her daughter, former NXT talent Raquel Diaz, or Shaw Guerrero, is engaged to be married to current WWE NXT star Aiden English or Matt Riholt of the Vaudevillains tag team. Alright, pardon me, I thought this was going to happen sooner or later. Lanny Poffo said in an interview, they asked him if he'll be hell-bent on Randy's wishes if the Poffo family go in as a three-man team, or will he's going to allow them to go in as him to go in as a solo. Lanny says, okay, I'm bending, let me explain why. I think it's probably this. But anyway, he said the other day I turned 59. It finally hit me, I'm the older brother now. There were a lot of times in my life, being the Macho Man's brother and Angelo's son, Angelo Poffo, said I didn't get my way as last man standing as I am now. So I told my mother I'm willing to let WWE put Macho Man Randy Savage into the Hall of Fame by himself. I'm not going to have any blinking contest with Vince McMahon. He's got balls like steel, and he's willing to cut off his own nose despite his own face. Hey, at least I haven't lost my voice yet. Pardon me. WWE 2014 Tribute to the Troops is going to be airing tonight, USA Network, 8 o'clock. Please make a note of it. Following matches, we've got the Usos taking on the Dust Brothers. Divas Santa's Little Helpers match. Ambrose taking on Wyatt in a no DQ boot camp. And we got Ryback, Rowan, I guess Ryback's going to be there. Rowan, Ziggler, and Cena taking on Big Show, Harper, Kane, and Rollins. Steve Austin revealed that he's working on a private-owned brand of beer in a current Q&A at Rolling Stone. He says, I can't really announce anything, but we're working on paperwork right now. Also working on another lifestyle-orientated thing that I'm excited about too. But since you brought up the beer, I'm anticipating getting everything finalized so I can get into the tasting room, come up with a formula, and create a beer. Deal's almost done. In 1997, on this day, Hulk Hogan made his Madison Square Garden debut, and I guess I'm sure that ain't his actual debut of wrestling, just Madison Avenue debut. Happy birthday to one-time tag team champion Nick Dinsmore, or Eugene, 38 years old, indie UK star Lionheart, 31 years old, a one-time AJPW All-Asian Tag Team Champion of Sawa, 37 years old. I thank you for putting up with my coughing. I gotta go.